You're listening to a Frequency Podcast Network production.
I have been so excited to share this story with you. You are going to love it. It was my birthday, and I sent a car to pick up my brother, my boys who were sleeping over at his place, and my mom. So apparently, the way my brother tells the story is my mom gets out of her house, notices a car and a driver, and is like, "What is going on? What is going on? I'm not dressed fancy enough. Is this a special occasion? Oh, by the way, did I mention it was my birthday? My hair is too long." She's going on and on and on. It was hilarious. Welcome to Possibilities with me, Hina Khan. I've been a coach and psychotherapist for well over a decade. And after working with hundreds of clients, here's what I've come to know. The only thing holding us back from a larger, more expansive life is our mindset. I'm going to help you break through your mental barriers and unlock infinite possibilities. All right, let me give you the backstory now. It was my birthday weekend, and I decided I wanted to go to the Ritz. I thought it would be lovely for Paul and I to have some time at the Ritz together. So my brother took the boys for the weekend. And the deal was that on Sunday, we would all meet up for lunch, including my mom. He would pick up my mom, and they would all come downtown. But then on Saturday, I had this idea. I thought, you know what would be fun? What if I sent a driver and a car and went and picked up my brother, the boys, and my mom, brought them to the hotel, and we could have lunch in the suite. It would be much more relaxed, and then we could really take our time. So I decided to arrange it because that's what I wanted to do. While they were on their way down, I called my brother just to see what their ETA was, and I could hear my mom talking. And I'm like, Ish, who is she talking to? And he's like, she's talking to the driver. But I'm like, she can't hear that well. I mean, she has a hearing aid, and she's always complaining about her hearing. And he's like, oh, apparently she can hear fine, and she's in the back seat. So she's having a full-on conversation with the driver, no problem hearing, and get this, she's calling him son. I would not be surprised if I saw him at the next family event. She was in love. So then they arrive, and my mom comes into the suite, and she says, oh my God, this is beautiful. Then she goes into the washroom, and she looks at the tub, and she looks at me, and I'm like, do you want to have a bath? And she was like, I would love to have a bath. I haven't had a bath in so long because I'm afraid of getting in and out on my own. And I said, that's no problem. We can help you with a bath. So first she goes to use the toilet. Now you have to understand, the toilet is pretty high tech. When you walk in, the toilet lid lifts up. And then there's a remote. Yeah, you heard me right. A remote, not for a TV, a remote for the toilet. So when my mom walks into the toilet and the seat opens up on its own, she says, thank you. She thanked the toilet. She was in the bath for the majority time of the visit, actually for all of it. She ate, and then it was bath, and then we left. So before we left, I'd made her a cup of tea, so she's having a cup of tea, and then she looks at the condiments that are left over from our lunch, and of course they go into her bag. She took everything. As we went downstairs, she wanted to get a picture of all of us in front of the car. That's how special that day was for her. And then when we got home, the first thing she did was she called me to thank me. She told me her body felt so good after that bath. She hadn't had one in so long, and she really, really appreciated it and appreciated our help. I was telling my brother because he's the favorite. He's my mom's favorite, hands down. Look, I'm fine with it. But I said, I think that day I may have just edged a little bit ahead of him in the favorite department. Now, my mom didn't only call me. She was calling all of my aunties to let them know about her day. And you know that the toilet in and of itself probably garnered at least a good 5 to 10 minutes as she was explaining everything. The moral of this story is to simply live and let live. And when you do what you want, you don't feel like controlling other people. What I mean by that is they get to have the experience that they want to have that brings them joy. What that looked like that day was my mom having a super long bath, the boys in the king-size bed watching TV, and my brother having a nap on the couch. And it was perfect. After the break, we're going to do something so super fun because I really want to lock this in for you. All right, are you ready for something fun? First, let's do an inhale. Exhale. I want you to think of something you would do for a family member, something they would never do for themselves. Just because you can. There are no limits. I imagine you have a smile on your face because I have the biggest grin on mine as I am thinking of you doing this. It's so fun, isn't it? Isn't it fun? Like, this is really what it's all about. Creating these experiences in the physical, we're meant to enjoy. And when you do that, you want to share it and allow people to have it in the way that feels right for them. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for listening to Possibilities. Thank you for sharing it with your friends and family and your network. Thank you for liking it, rating it, writing a review, because when you do that, it helps us reach more people. And now more than ever, I feel like everybody needs to hear content like this. So I really appreciate it, and I appreciate you. I would love to also connect with you further in my Facebook community. It's called Hina's Success Circle, and the link is in the episode description. Until next week, stay grateful. This episode was produced by Stephanie Phillips, presented by the Frequency Podcast Network.